Hello and welcome to Lifetime Uncorked, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I'm your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I'm Drew Current.
I'm Rebekah Frese.
And I'm Justin Wheeler.
Hooray!
Yeah!
Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of Lifetime Uncorked. I have a very special guest today who actually have been involved with the podcast in various forms. Rebekah is my editor.
Yay! For the blog.
For the blog,
Uncorked.
lifetimeuncorked.com. Check it out. And Justin is our theme song maker.
Sexy theme song.
Yes, very amazing work.
Very
both
sexy.
of you. Thank you so much. Justin, do you want to talk about your musical endeavors? I know you're in a band that I can't pronounce. Well, only by reading the name because, you know, I'm illiterate.
Yeah,
I can vouch for that.
Thank you, editor, for spelling all my words right.
you see, the band name is as unique as the music. No, it's called Chelusier, Chelusier.
What does that mean? Does it mean a thing?
It means nothing.
No.
We made it
Just
up.
like Chelusier.
Yeah, we're just throwing out ideas.
Good.
My guitarist
Yeah.
was like, hey,
Great.
how about this word? And it was through text. So we were like, how do you say it?
Oh, so it was based on like maybe a...
A sommelier?
It was something he heard. It was probably someone saying like, oh, Shella's here. Like someone's
okay.
friend Shella is here.
Sure.
I think your band is, honestly, I think your band name is based on a typo.
Probably.
Or an autocorrect.
Yeah, autocorrect.
Way to tie it together.
And he saw it, he was like, yeah, I'll just see what they say.
Fine,
What do they
fine.
think about that one?
But it's spelled Chelusier. Alternative rock. We play in Chicago and suburbs. So check us out.
Do you have an album out or a like single or whatever we
We're on
call
Bandcamp.
things?
Yeah.
Bandcamp? Cool.
Bandcamp.
Check them out. And Rebekah is a Chicago actress.
Trying to be. Anyway.
Well,
Well,
you know,
we're all trying to...
we're all trying to be something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be in a Hallmark movie.
Almost
So,
there.
Almost.
Maybe
Almost
next
there.
year.
We're going to get there. We're getting there.
But yes, so Rebekah is a very talented actor, so hire her for that.
Please.
Yeah. But we're here today to talk about A Joyous Christmas. Oh, wait, Rebekah, I wanted to ask you about how it is to be my editor.
Oh, it's fun. You type and write exactly how you speak.
Yes.
And after watching some of these movies, you also type and write exactly how drunk you talks.
True. Sometimes. That Finding Santa one this year, I had 3 martinis before. Did I say that in my notes to you when I
I
sent
think
it?
so.
I was like, I'm sorry,
And
I had 3 martinis before this.
Martinez was not spelled right, so I knew going into editing that it was going to be fun.
Here we go.
But who even knows how to spell that word anyway?
I don't know.
We don't.
Usually my phone autocorrects martini, or even if I'm saying like martine, it will just add martini. You know what I mean?
It knows. It knows
It just
you.
knows that I talk about martinis.
It knows
a lot.
you so well.
Or I
Yeah.
organize meetings for martinis,
Yes.
which we haven't had, by the way.
We need-
no one at this table, so we all should do that soon.
Yeah, we
Yes.
need a martini meeting.
Well, yeah, but thank you for editing all my things.
You're welcome.
And making me look way smarter than I am.
It's fun.
Yeah. But today we're here to talk about A Joyous Christmas, the last Christmas movie in the marathon of movies, 6 movies.
6 of them.
6 movies this weekend. We wrote reviews. Rebekah read the reviews. Justin played the theme song for all the reviews and the podcast. But yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot this week. But this movie stars Natalie, Knepp, and Michael Rady. Whatever. They're not important.
But he was from the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Is he like the hot Greek guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
okay.
Lena falls in love with after he takes her on a boat.
I do like Sister of the Traveling Pants. Blake Lively.
I feel
Is the
like
best.
Natalie Knepp, when I'm looking at... Because most of the time when you go to
Her
their
credits are
castings,
good. She was in Brooklyn.
but she doesn't have... Usually they have a headshot
Yeah.
in the castings on Hallmark.
Okay.
She doesn't. It's just a clip from the movie, I assume.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But it
She-
also feels like I know I went to high school with her or something.
She looks like very generic, very normal person. Like somebody
She's
who
cute. I mean, she's cute.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I went to high school with her.
she's the girl in high school who's like always like wanting to be the lead role in the play, the school play, but she like doesn't get the lead role, so she has to like play the friend or whatever. And now this is her chance, the Hallmark chance to.
Good fucking job, Natalie.
Natalie,
Way
you
to
did
go.
it. You did it, and we're proud of you.
You made it.
Yes.
And she did a good job. So she plays Rachel Kennedy. Were you giving me like a did she? Like, I think she did a good job. She plays Rachel Kennedy, who is a small town, or she's from a small town, but she's a big time writer now. She's coming back to the small town to do her Inspiration Celebration, which is an event she's producing to promote her new book. She has some books out there in the world. One of them's called Me First. The other one's called Spark the Fire Within. That's her second book that failed. And then I believe her new book coming out is You Deserve Better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hell yeah.
She's a motivational speaker.
Hell yeah, Rachel Kennedy.
But it's all
The
about
character.
It's all about how you could just make things better. Like you could just work on yourself and just make the world better by just working on yourself, right?
I agree with that.
Hey,
100%.
Self-care. Self-care is important.
What do you get? Because what are you gonna? You gotta take care of yourself before you could even imagine taking care of anyone else.
Yeah, but that's not very Christmassy.
That's true.
So
Sorry.
take care
I'm
of
sorry, Patrick.
others. Jeez, how could you? You're so selfish.
I'm
Did
so
you
sorry,
learn
Patrick.
nothing from this movie?
Well, Drew hasn't watched the movie,
I haven't
so
watched any of them.
and he never will. That's my plan. If I have any say in it, Drew will never watch a Hallmark movie, and when he does, the world will end. But yeah, so she's a writer. She's
I'll just quit the podcast.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
just quit. I was
no,
like,
all
wait,
the listeners
this is what
love
you've been.
Drew.
No, I'm not doing this anymore.
They do. They love Drew. I always get good feedback about Drew and how he's great.
Oh.
It's Drew. But anyways, so she is, like not thrilled to be back in town. She's like, it's where her parents are from, and they died. Her brother lives there.
Yep.
And they haven't spoken in like 3 years or something.
Oh dear.
Yes, they're estranged.
Why,
Yep.
So why is she going back to the town?
To promote her book.
Because they think like hometown hero.
Yep.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
It's a
That
good.
makes
It's a
sense.
good PR story.
Got it.
So she's like staying at an Airbnb instead of with her brother because they're not feeling it.
And her Airbnb is the only house on the whole block that is not decorated for Christmas.
Yes, very
no.
true. So sad. But yeah, so she is like coming back, and she's, trying to like buy some presents for her brother or something. It's very vague as to what she's doing. But she's in a shop, or I said in a post office.
It's not
Well-
a post office. Yes, she did.
I say post office.
It's because it's a store that can mail
Yeah.
your gifts to your family members or whatever.
Right. And what store mails?
Post office store.
Post office store.
Post office store.
So I heard mail. After a couple glasses of wine, I heard mail and said post office.
Yep.
So that's where she is.
Post office.
So anyway, she's at
Called
the
it.
she's at the post office, but really some type of store that mails things, like back in the prehistoric times.
Yeah, I mean, because like Amazon, am I right?
Amazon, just buy your shit on Amazon.
Buy your shit on online.
They're not a sponsor, but if they want to be a sponsor, please sponsor us. Anyways, so she is doing that, and then she like has a Canadian man behind her come up, and he's like, hey, what tie should I pick? And he has a Santa tie, and he has a snowman tie. And she's like, go with this. She picks snowman, right?
I think she picks the snowman.
So is this a pickup line?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Or like he's very confused about what holiday tie to pick.
Or he genuinely wants to know.
Maybe.
No,
What
he
time?
knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that seems like a pickup line.
He had a plan.
I wouldn't do that.
And this is the handsome stranger, but this is not a handsome stranger. Like he's like very like hair slicked back, like Canadian mullet going on. So yeah, just like long in the back, like very greasy hair. I was not feeling him at all. Whoever this man is. Wait, did we say he's from something?
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
But like in Sister of the Traveling Pants, is he like very hot?
Yeah.
So what happened to him?
I don't know.
Is this like 10 years later and he's just like aged?
He moved to Hallmark.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
I'm
this
like,
guy.
this is not connecting for me. Like, he was the
Oh, he's-
hot
No, he was,
Grecian
like-
man,
He was like,
and he's very tan.
he was really tan,
'Cause in
had
this movie
really
he's
dark
not-
hair, and
He's-
was like real muscly on a boat. And this time he's like all bundled up in his
Almost
winter coat
balding,
and like
but holding onto the hair that he
pasty
has.
white. Yeah.
He was also in that new Atypical on Netflix, but whatever. Anyway,
I don't even.
it's a series. I watched it. I do know. Remember
Oh, you do?
him now.
Was he
Yeah.
good in that show?
Yeah, he was good. It was a good show.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, it was a good show. It was a good thing.
he was fine in this movie, but
I don't know
he
why
was
they
just not
decided to
handsome
give
enough
him
to
a
be like
Canadian mullet, but-
Yeah, if somebody's gonna
Yeah.
be like giving me like tie options, I'm not gonna like fall in love with you over like you're picking a snowman tie and a Santa tie.
Yeah, like what an obnoxious fuck.
Yeah. How about just fuck off,
You just
person?
What the?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Play
No.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Just
Right.
pick one.
So she picks one, and then she's like leaving the post office or whatever store it is, and she's like hurrying to a meeting. She has like to like all these very fancy meetings to go to, but only local press. Only local press, and she's pissed about only local press. She wants national coverage for her books.
Well, yeah.
And because she's getting the key to the city.
Oh,
Is that what she's
right.
running late to?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
she's
She
trying
gets
to
the
get
key to the city.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she like does not care about that key. She's like gonna get the key and just like throw it on the floor. Just somebody else is gonna open the city.
Yeah, she's
It's
gonna
be.
she's gonna be like, someone else can open the city
Yeah.
gates.
Yeah, be careful with that key, Rachel. But anyway, so she's like on the phone. She's like, "Oh, this local press, like just being like a total bitch." And then a car comes out of nowhere, and like almost hits
What?
her. But this woman is walking by, and she's like carrying groceries. She's like an older woman, and she like tackles Rachel, and is like saves her life. Okay.
Okay.
And Rachel's like, "Oh my God, you saved my life. This is amazing. Like, who are you?" And, you know, we were talking about Marvel before, like how Marvel tropes and Hallmark tropes kind of overlap.
Yeah.
This
well,
would be
I
like,
call it the Hallmark
the Hallmark
cinematic universe.
Yes.
The same as
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Marvel cinematic, where there's always like one thing from another movie, and you're just like, ooh, where is it?
So
Easter egg.
this would be like where the old lady would be like, "All in a day's work." Man. But she doesn't say that. She's like, "My name's Joy, and you know, just pass it along. Just be a good person.
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward, or whatever."
Go throw someone else on the ground.
Yes, go
Fine.
throw someone
Go
else on the
tackle
ground.
someone else super hard.
Yeah.
Yes, and Drew, this is like the old school movie trope where you have your stunt double clearly as a stunt double.
Yes.
I was watching Grumpy Old Men this weekend because like I was trying not to watch Christmas movies, but I ended up watching nothing but Christmas movies. Grumpy Old Men is a 90s Christmas movie, or it's set in Christmas time. I mean, a little.
Yeah.
It's not like a Christmas, but it's in winter.
Yeah, it's that.
Anyways,
around
like
that
Jack
time.
Lemon's like on the roof, and like it's clearly not Jack Lemmon. He like falls off. It's like a muscle man. So this was exactly that. This was like a woman walking with groceries, and then a muscle man tackling another muscle man
Yes.
from getting away from a car.
Yes.
So I appreciated that.
So she was tackled. She was tackled by a wrestler, Sting.
Sting?
Yeah.
Sting the musician?
No, he's a wrestler.
Oh, okay. You know, Nick DeFina, who is a friend of the universe, head podcast,
Head-diverse, yeah.
Whatever we're calling ourselves. He tells me that I look like some wrestler, but I don't know who it is. Some
Yeah.
There's a guy. I don't know
I
wrestlers.
I look like a wrestler too. Any dude.
Not my body
looks-
type, my face.
No, just the face.
Oh, okay.
Any dude will look like somebody. Be like, you know what? He remind me. Especially if you have a beard.
Right. Because a
At
beard
all.
and a wrestling thing. Anyways, getting sidetracked. So Joy is
Anyway, back to the
Yeah.
Hallmark,
Yes.
the Hallmark cinematic universe.
Joy pops up after being a muscle man. She's like, "Well, all I want you to do is just save somebody else. Just save." Or I wrote it down. Save. That literally is it. Save someone else is what she says.
Oh yeah.
So then Rachel goes off to her meeting, and she meets her new event promoter for this event called, what was it called? Inspiration Celebration. Rachel Kennedy, Inspiration Celebration. And she meets him, and who is it? The handsome
handsome
stranger.
Yeah,
Yes. And his name is Jack.
But he wasn't even wearing the tie that she picked out.
No, I don't even think that tie came back at all. Did it?
At the Christmas party.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
good. At
does
least it
come
came back.
It does come back. Okay.
I started
Good.
chugging
Thank
wine
God.
in the middle of this one, guys. I'm not
Thank
gonna lie.
Fucking God, it comes back.
But yeah,
That was
so
gonna drive me insane.
he has all his opinions about her. She's too self-centered. She's like not warm. She's very cold, right?
What
Yes.
what gives him the?
It's his job. Like he's literally hired to promote her event. But I guess promoting her event is telling
Producing
her how
and directing.
a terrible person
as
she
well.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wait, but he would have had to have known who she was
Right.
at that
yeah.
gift shop, right?
right.
And she would have known who he.
No, they hadn't
he
met.
was.
She
Well,
hadn't met him yet.
She wouldn't
Oh,
know who
okay.
he is because she was like somebody, or what's his name? Stuart is her boss.
Manager,
So
yeah.
it was like remote.
Yeah, Stuart, the boss, hired Jack to be this event
Gotcha.
specific promoter.
Right.
Okay.
So he would have obviously known that. Anyways, so he tells her what.
It was a test.
Yes,
What tie
maybe.
should I use? She's like the snowman. She's like, you cold. You
Yeah.
cold winter bitch.
Oh, true. That is a good metaphor. She did pick the snowman tie, and maybe she would have picked the Santa tie if she had been more warm and giving.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't need a movie.
True. It would be done.
Yeah. And she's like, the Santa tie.
So
Just like,
she's not
cool.
about him.
And then everything just goes fine and nothing else happens.
Right.
That's fine.
that's all.
And
the
she
movie's-
makes up with her brother, and that's actually what this fucking movie should be about.
Right, but not yet. So she makes up with him, and or she doesn't make up with him. What am I saying? She like is not about this feedback, and she's like, I'm not about it. I'm going for a walk.
Yeah.
Goes out for a walk. She sees Joy again with grocery bags. I think this
Yeah.
woman keeps buying groceries.
Right.
Turns out she's buying them for a community center.
Yes.
Oh.
So she's buying the groceries for the children of the town.
She's working real hard to be good.
Yes. And Rachel's like, hey, can I buy you a coffee? Like, sorry I followed you. That was weird. That was weird that I followed
A
you.
little bit.
Did she say that?
I think she did say, like, I'm sorry I'm stalking you or something like that.
Oh,
Right?
it's just like,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm like stalking you.
I'm totally stalking you.
I saw you on the street and just followed you all the way here.
Right. That might have been weird. But do you want to go get coffee? And Joy's like, no, I don't have time for that. I got to go teach these kids music. Right? You know
Yes.
about music, right,
I'm all
Justin?
about it.
Would you teach kids music?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Okay.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either.
I don't want to teach kids anything. Kids are stupid.
Justin
so
is the
stupid.
warm one.
He is. So he's the Rachel who
Yeah, so you're
Jack
the-
aspires, and you're the cold
Yep.
Rachel.
I'm the
about right.
cold-hearted bitch. It's
Got it.
fine.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yep.
So then Joy's like singing carols around the piano, and Rachel's just like standing there, like, oh, okay. Well, should I go or like, are we gonna get coffee? Like,
Wait, so she like followed her? Like they're
yeah.
making. Oh, she's just like, I want to see what this is about.
well, no. Joy's like, I have to go do other things, so bye, and just goes and like. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la la la. I'm singing words that don't go with the. That's where my.
Yes.
That's
But
where
that was
No, those are the correct lyrics. Those are the.
I'm
fucking,
singing the words to the wrong melody, but but what I'm saying is, oh god,
No, it's wonderful.
no. What I'm saying, my brain has melted. Everyone, I've watched too many Hallmark movies, and I'm like
It is.
slowly dying.
Patrick's dying.
this is now a medical disclaimer.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is a
Joy-
Six is too many.
Joy is like, no, like I got shit to do, and Rachel's just standing there with like the black, like janitor.
One of no, I don't. He was a baker, or
I
he
don't
was cook-
know.
I don't know what he,
He
was
works
doing.
at the community center, very peripheral.
Well,
I don't even think he had a name.
No, he was
As
one
most
of
people
two.
of color don't have.
He was
names.
one of two black characters in the show.
Yeah, and they're just there like
oh, they had two.
Yeah,
two.
That's pretty good.
They're
for
trying.
Hallmark.
But I mean, like the
Pretty good.
No, Drew. The development on these characters is like this guy works at the community center. The other guy is the tech guy at the theater, and he likes breakfast burritos.
Right.
That's
No,
that's
dig
the character
in-
development.
Dig in there. You know
Like,
what I mean?
what can we do with this techno? He likes breakfast burritos. That's
Yeah.
good enough, right? We don't need any more development on that character. Whatever.
Look, there's a lot you can tell about someone when
Yeah.
they like breakfast burritos.
It's true. And I love a good lunch burrito, but not a breakfast burrito.
It's like when you do astrology and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it's the same thing.
anyways, Rachel talks to the guy and he's like, well, too bad they're going to be closing this place down soon. So she has to figure out a way to save the community center because she wants Joy to give back and blah, blah, blah. And she like offers right away. She's like, hey, Joy, can I just donate some money? I'm a famous writer and can I just donate money?
I'm loaded.
Joy's like, money has no value here. I really want your time.
That is incorrect.
Time has more value than money.
Joy is incorrect.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Joy is incorrect.
That's what we're saying.
Sorry, Joy. Nope.
I was so
It is
mad.
very
because
incorrect.
like that was like probably like 20 minutes in, like and that's my marker, guys. Like at the 20-minute mark, I pause, I look, and I'm like, okay, we're at 20 minutes. Do I want to keep going? I did not want to keep going.
You have to though.
I have to.
You made a promise to.
I made a promise.
At least 800 people so far.
What? That's crazy. Well, 800 people. My promise was made, and I stuck it through. So we are like, now what's happening? I don't know. I'm kind of lost on my notes here. So
I mean,
we just found out that the community center was going to close.
yeah. So she's like at another meeting with Jack, and Jack. This is like such a weird part of the story, and good for Justin to be here to give your musical opinion. He's like, hey, the my other suggestion is like get new intro and outro music to your event.
yeah, no, I mean, hey, yep.
And he's like, you know what? I have a guitar right here. I'll just play a little something. Like he's promoting his music career or something. I don't know. It was so weird, right?
It was
guys?
really
Well-
spontaneous. I did not see him being the one to like do the intro and outro music.
It was like Maria Von Trapp when she's like, coming to the Von Trapp house and she like does the whole Confidence in Me song with the guitar and you're like, what? Where did this nun get a guitar? Like what's happening? Like I'm so
I don't-
confused.
That's okay.
Well, I think it was planting the seed for the future.
Yeah.
Towards the end, we'll get there, but it's
We
kind
will.
of like,
Spoiler alert. but,
he's a
know.
musician, by the way. It's a little seed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
We'll
mean, like
address
that's,
this later.
It's just such a like that trope is just like, oh, you have another talent
Right.
that you
Yes, a hidden talent.
do.
Yep.
He also promotes events, but he also writes music and he also sings.
But that's
and
his
blah, blah, blah.
real passion.
Yes.
Oh my god, just like me, that it wasn't ever writing, it was being on Wall Street. No, never.
Yes.
But like that's a trope. That's a Hallmark trope that I really love. I'm really starting to love without even seeing the movies.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you learn a lot. So, like, Jack and Rachel, like, go out on the Christmas... There's a Christmas festival in town, of course. And there's an emergency, and they have a dropout of the candy cane relay.
Oh no.
Was this after he made her like taste the hot cocoa?
Mm-hmm.
They had a hot chocolate contest.
Yeah, there was a
did
hot
they?
chocolate
Yeah.
contest, all the holiday things. But then the relay is where, like, they like, have to, like, I don't know...
They spin around five
spin
times.
around it's kind of like when you spin around a baseball bat, that type of thing,
Right.
but with a candy cane, and then they have to like pass it off to each other.
Yeah.
And they win the relay, and it's actually pretty cute. I was like, oh, this is like their chemistry is really good. Like they're doing a good job as actors. Like I'm not annoyed by this.
Yeah.
I like think they're cute, even though it's a
Yeah.
baseball candy cane stupid ass relay. I was like,
Sure.
I'm smiling at this. Maybe I had 4 glasses of wine, but I was
did
very
have-
happy about
I
it.
did have
Yeah.
4 glasses of wine,
So-
but I was very happy about it.
And he tricked her into going on a date with him, pretty much, is how I
Yeah.
interpreted it. Because he was like, oh, I need to get to know my subject before I can put on a good program. And
Right.
Okay.
totally a date.
Yeah.
And this is the
Like the
Canadian mullet.
Yeah, Jack.
Yes.
Okay.
Jack.
Yeah.
And so after that, they go out on the town. Then they go back to her Airbnb for some fire sitting talking time.
This was when they decorated her house.
Yeah, so they decorate with the Balsam Hill. Did they do the Balsam Hill in this one? So that's
Probably.
Uh,
there were ads like the commercials, but
yes.
were all for Balsam
So
Hill.
the Balsam Hill thing now, Drew. We're getting close to
Oh, is
the
this
inner commercial thing. So Hallmark does a Balsam Hill thing, and every movie has them now. So
I mean, they got to make their money.
yeah, the Candace Cameron Bure had one.
Mm-hmm.
This one has one, and it is like a blatant commercial montage.
They got to make that money.
They do,
Yeah, I do not blame them for that.
but it could go to just a generic montage. But they actually like talk about some like real shit. Like they get down and like
okay.
the writing here was actually pretty good. Like I thought they did a good job establishing like it gets a little complicated.
Yeah.
He was adopted. Okay. Jack. He was adopted, and his parents died. His
course.
adopted parents died.
They,
Yes.
in a car crash.
In a car crash
Yeah.
or whatever.
It
We
wasn't
don't
a
know.
car crash.
Yeah.
How does both your parents die? Like both of your parents dying? It's in a car crash. Always.
Probably.
Always.
So
or by a mugger.
Or okay, we're
Outside
not
of a
going.
theater.
No, we're
Batman.
not going there. Okay.
But not. But as long.
Comic book.
But their whole thing is it's not in front of them. Like
No.
they never died in front of them. It was just like, what?
Yes, but he's wondering like, who are my biological parents? Like he's having the adopted struggle, which is interesting, and like something that's not very talked about in like Hallmark things or just in pop culture in general. Like adoption is still pretty taboo.
Was he 30?
Yeah, he's probably like our age.
he's just now having
Yeah.
the adoption struggle thing?
Right.
Okay.
You know, he's a little later in life or whatever.
Yeah.
But they almost kiss at
But
the fire.
no, because
Oh,
she has a
no.
rule.
She has a rule. She doesn't date coworkers.
Nope.
No coworkers.
It's a good rule.
Yes.
I mean, no, it's a very good rule. But in Hallmark, it just makes us like, no, come on. No, come on.
Yeah. Well, no, because it was like very romantic and like very, very like again, the actress did a really good job like creating that chemistry. I was like, oh, I really want them to kiss. Anyway, so then they're preparing for the event, and Rachel is like talking to Joy, and she's like, I'm gonna hire you. You're gonna work for me. You work at the charity place, but you're gonna work for me now. And Joy's like, doing what? And Rachel's like, I don't know. I'm just paying you to just hang out with me, pretty much.
Does she pay her though?
What?
Good question.
Wait, who?
So
No.
Joy is the woman who saved Rachel in the accident.
Oh.
So she's
Joy.
like,
okay.
I'm going to hire you. Just come hang out with me. And then she keeps asking for Joy's opinion on things. And Stuart, the boss, is getting like very like, who is this woman just giving her opinions, telling us to be more Christmassy and warm?
and to like actually care about other people.
Yeah.
How dare her?
Yeah.
Rachel is a self-help person. She's about herself. She needs to
Right.
make money. She needs to sell those books. She needs to get publicity and fuck everyone else. That's Stuart's opinion.
Okay. That's
Stuart's the boss.
Stuart's the boss, but the self-help things, it starts from within.
It does.
It starts from within
But-
always.
But in Joy's opinion is that you can focus on yourself, sure, but you should really be helping other people. And like
Sure, Joy, if you want to.
she
But,
goes
like,
off
yeah.
on like this big monologue about
About
what-
airplanes.
Right.
It was the airplane oxygen mask.
Oh
that,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
set
Do
them
speak
off.
to this.
Oh.
Explain this to Drew.
Yes.
Because so when you're on an airplane, they always tell you in like the safety that you have to secure your own oxygen mask
your own
before
shit on
helping
first,
others.
yeah.
And Joy was like, that's because it's counterintuitive to help yourself before you help someone else. And that was what set.
Oh,
the-
so
'cause,
she's
like-
saying that,
You should help others before you even think about helping yourself.
and the only reason that they say it,
Because your instinct would be.
Because your instinct would be to help the child
You're-
next to you who
Yes.
can't breathe.
but you need to like, yeah,
You need to be able to breathe before you
I
can.
agree with that.
Then-
I've always agreed with that.
Yeah.
Joy was
It's
saying
like,
that
what
this
am
is
I?
the
I'm gonna be dead. I can't help this kid.
Right.
that's the exception to the kindness rule. You gotta help yourself in the airplane, but everywhere else it's
But
opposite.
Yeah.
everywhere else,
Others
don't even
first,
worry
yeah.
about your.
Hey,
self
and
in
you
your
know
life.
she proved that by saving Rachel with the car accident. She tackled that bitch to the ground. Okay. Anyways, so then like Joy speaking up causes Stuart, the boss, to be like, "This is fucked. We need a background check on Joy. Joy is shady."
Yeah. Nope.
So he
Totally.
calls in a favor. He like asks his friend to like look up like what Joy's history is or whatever.
But Joy doesn't have a last name.
No.
So how did
Right.
they do a background check?
Good question. She's literally just Joy.
They're like, here, this
Look up
person's
Joy.
name is Joy. Give me the information.
And it's a woman.
Yeah.
And she's
white.
a woman. She's a white lady.
Really narrows
She
it
was on
down.
Parenthood.
She's a white lady.
Yeah.
She's old. She's a white lady, and her name is Joy.
Yes.
All right, I'll get back
Find
to you
it.
in tomorrow.
Find it.
So then Rachel goes to a party or something, and her brother's there for some reason or whatever.
Did she throw this party?
I don't know what the party was about. She was just at a party. And like her brother shows
at a
up.
party.
Maybe it was for her book or like something.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. But so he's there and he like hugs her. He's like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in 3 years. Like, you know, we're connecting." And Jack like sees that happening and he gets like real upset. He's like, "Who is this boy you're hugging?" Because we didn't mention this, but Rachel's brother is a redhead
Right.
He looks nothing like her.
and Rachel is a brunette. And they do not look like siblings.
No.
So he like straight up jumped to conclusions like, oh, boyfriend.
Oh,
husband.
that's the Hallmarky.
Yes. This
Yeah.
is
trope.
This
right?
is like a twisty thing, but
Yeah.
this happened way earlier than you would expect.
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's a
Really?
bigger twist
Very
coming
end.
later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He was like
Ooh, there's a
super
bigger
jealous of this guy.
Yes, he's super
Cool.
jealous. And then
Ooh.
immediately finds out that it was the brother and he's like, "Ha ha ha, I'm
whoops.
just a jerk." I'm just
Right.
Yeah. And she's like, "That was my brother, you asshole, that I haven't seen in 3 years. We talked about this at the fire, remember?"
And he's like, oh, yeah.
But to be fair, he doesn't look like her brother.
No, he doesn't. He looks like just the casting on this was terrible. Terrible
awful.
casting.
So is he like a ginger?
Yes, like Ed Sheeran, pasty ginger, like bright,
Okay.
bright orange red,
Yeah, and she's
And
like
she
looks
is-
like Snooki.
brown hair.
And, oh, okay.
She's Snooki,
so
but-
she's just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Snooki
Okay.
now, not Snooki
Yeah.
back in Snooki times.
Yeah.
She's less tan than Snooki, is what I'm saying. She doesn't have the GTL, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah. They're not. I mean, there's something weird on it.
So then Rachel's like,
there.
you know, let's just go to my brother's house for dinner. Let's just go there.
Okay.
They go do a dinner, and Rachel's like apologizing to the family. She's like, "I'm sorry that we haven't talked, but it was really hard for me to be around you, and my parents like died, or our parents died." And he's like, "It's fine, I forgive you." And she's like, "Well, come to my show. Come to my celebration for this nation," or whatever it was called.
Kind of a celebration for my nation.
It doesn't matter.
It does. It does.
And they accept
You're
her
right.
apology, and they all build a snowman together, as one does.
Yeah.
So then we're in a meeting with Stuart, and Stuart's like, "All right, I have shit to tell you about Joy. She's not who she says she is. She has an arrest record. She has an arrest record."
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So Rachel's like, "Let me call Joy up and see what's going on, because I love this woman and her airplane analogies. I will keep her.
Right.
I will keep her on the payroll." She's like, "Joy, what's going on?" And Joy's like, "All right, here's the deal.
Uh-huh.
When I was a young mother, I stole money from a cash register to make ends meet.
She did. She
I had
to.
a baby.
She had to.
The baby daddy left or something.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
probably did.
I don't know. It doesn't matter." She's like, "I was a single mom.
Yeah.
I stole some money.
Sometimes
And
you
they put me in the clink.
From a register. From
They put me in the clink." That's a direct quote. No, it isn't.
no, it's not.
I wish it was.
Yeah.
But that's better. They put me in the clink.
Yes. It was from a register where she was working. It wasn't like she went in
Right.
and
Oh,
like
right.
robbed a
She
place.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
She
mean,
just had to
it's
make
white
ends
collar
meet.
crime.
Otherwise, they would have put her in the clink.
But she's like making up for it. She's been helping people and stuff.
Right.
So then she's like, "Life is messy, Rachel. But sometimes we got to get through." This is a direct quote. "But sometimes we have to get through the mess to find out who we really are."
Yeah.
It's a good lesson.
It's a good lesson.
There's a lot of those type of lesson-y lines in this one.
It's a lot of those like
Yeah.
lessons like bad things are bad and good things are good.
How about it?
Remember that.
Yes.
I'm old and I'm wise.
So then she like leaves a copy of this book called The Apple Garden, and I looked it up because I was like, "Is this a real book that I need to know, like The Giver or whatever the fuck?" Right? No, it's not. It's not a real book.
Wow.
It's not a real book. Do you know about The Giver? It's about this tree or something.
The Giving
The
Tree.
Giving Tree.
The Giver and the Giving Tree are
They're not
two
the same?
different
Two
books.
different things.
Very, very
Very
different
different.
books.
Look, guys, all I read are murder mysteries with women protagonists. Okay, those are my favorite books.
That's
And
fair.
memoirs.
That's
I like
fair.
memoirs about a geisha. But I never read that one. But I'm just saying memoirs about a geisha.
One's post-apocalyptic, and the other one. It's just
Anyway,
about a tree.
so
it's about a
the
tree.
Apple Garden, it's not a real book, but Rachel is holding the book and a baby picture falls out.
No, not yet.
Oh, no?
Oh no!
No, the baby picture doesn't fall out yet.
Okay, what happens?
Oh, you spoiled it.
She just puts it in her bag. She's like, "Oh, thanks for the book," and then Joy leaves.
Yeah.
The baby picture doesn't fall out until Jack picks it up.
Right.
Oh, right. Because it's him. He's the baby picture.
What?
That's the twist.
And fucking Joyce's mom.
right. Exactly.
Right.
See?
And they were
I-
planting these seeds the
I
whole
called
time.
that.
Yes.
Like,
What were the seeds,
super
Justin?
early.
Yes.
Do you remember
So
the
the
seeds?
first one
Okay. Let's do the seeds.
means
Jack
nothing.
is a musician.
No.
Oh.
First one, Jack doesn't drink the chocolate milk
Oh, okay.
because later in the movie we find out that Joy is allergic to chocolate. And earlier, you wouldn't know it at the time.
Which
but
that's completely
just a
genetic.
little
She's
When
allergic
you're
to
allergic.
chocolate.
Exactly.
He's allergic to
Because it
chocolate.
absolutely is a genetic thing.
interesting.
What else?
Both musicians, they were playing at
Okay.
at their community organization, whatever. They
Okay.
played a song together. They were fun.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
So there's a cassette.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
cassette
Music.
that
Cassette.
Jack has that has this Christmas song,
Mm-hmm.
and Rachel's like, I never heard that song before. He's like, oh really? I thought everyone knew this song. I have a cassette of it. It's like a great song, Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman is
And a
singing it.
woman singing, and
Mm-hmm.
I never been able to find another recording, so I just keep the cassette. It's the only reason I have a cassette player. It's Joy.
Right. So it turns out the adoptive parents,
Great.
they kept
Oh.
this cassette and
Yes.
played it for him to have a memory.
Great.
It was nice.
Yes,
What a
Yeah.
cool
I like
twist. What a weird, cool twist.
and
I mean, you could call it,
this is where
but like I couldn't. From what you guys were explaining to me, I was like, I don't know. Joy,
no.
what a weirdo.
So
oh, it's his mom.
So Jack like gets the picture, and he like goes up to Rachel. He's very aggressive. He's like, why did you have this baby? Why do you have my baby photo in this book? He's like so angry about it. And she's like, dude, like I just got this book from Joy. Like calm down. Go talk to her. Like don't be coming at me.
Yeah, fuck off, dude.
Yeah. And he's like, okay. So then they go talk on a bench, Joy and Jack. And she's like, oh, I gave a baby up for adoption. I guess it was you.
Apparently, it was you. I don't know.
So whatever.
Anyway, fuck
and then
off.
they have like a long talk. I blacked out at this point.
It was a very stereotypical, like,
Yeah.
adoptee and, like, the mom who couldn't keep him, like, oh,
Like,
I
was I
thought,
not good enough?
was I a
Yeah.
bad baby?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
what?
It was so
Yeah.
like we were like starting off strong, like with like bringing up the adoption, like in the romantic setting, but now it's like very cliched, like one dimensional. It was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Not
like,
good.
the way that Joy had described it previously to Rachel was really, like, the dialogue there was really good.
Yeah.
So why the dialogue between the biological mom and the son had to go
Yeah,
downhill?
that
I don't.
that kind of
It should have been
or-
the heart tugging moment, but
yeah.
it was
or just
not.
like don't
Don't show
just skip it.
don't show that dialogue and just be like, just show him coming back and be like, we're good.
Yes,
I love you.
because that's exactly what happened. So Drew, then we cut to the eve of the event, right? And the hall is closed. They're like the house is about to open because me and Rebekah worked in the theater together, so we know all the real terms. But
Absolutely.
as they're waiting for the house to open, Joy is in the hall playing the piano to sound check, I guess.
Right.
And she's playing the Christmas song that Jack knows from the cassette. And he's like he's talking to Rachel like in the green room or whatever, and he's like hearing the song. He's like, oh, That's the song.
What?
That's the song. And then he goes and joins Joy on stage, and they play the song together.
Oh.
And I would say it's a very touching moment, but it's the worst fucking song I've ever heard in my life.
It was really bad.
It's called A Christmas to Remember, and it's like,
Right.
A Christmas to Remember. Yeah. You remember that Christmas
That's the lyric.
to remember. What rhymes
it
with
was-
remember? I don't know. It was December. And we were on a Christmas to remember. It was terrible. It was... I mean, that was better than what it was. I would have brought a clip, but
I was gonna say that. I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" That's amazing. What
No,
Patrick
I
is
did
doing
it too
right
much
now.
justice.
Okay.
I am a musical improviser. Anybody want to hire me for like a
Just
gig?
like, oh, whatever.
Let me know. But yeah, guys, are you in agreement on that?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Like, it was a nice moment, really. It could have
And
been.
it was ruined by the music.
Yes.
Like it could have just been like
And-
just
And
a
also-
normal Christmas song, right?
Yeah.
Like why missing
Well,
the mark on that?
I think
one?
it was important that it was an original song by
Yeah.
the mom,
Oh, okay.
but. it
And the
just wasn't
actor,
good.
it seemed like a showcase for the actor to show off his singing, which he clearly was singing to a track.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, if you want to be on American Idol, like, go the fuck
Do
on American
that.
Idol. Get off my fucking
Hallmark
Well,
channel.
this brings me back to how when they need, so they probably paid someone
to write it.
an insane amount of money
Yep.
to write that,
Yep,
right?
they did.
And I'm telling, and Justin, you too,
Please.
both me and Justin will collaborate.
Yeah.
And we will undercut. Listen to me, Hallmark.
Undercut current.
We will undercut any motherfucker that is a songwriter.
Right.
We will undercut, and our song will be better. We'll half it because you probably paid $50,000 to some fucking asshole to do that.
Yeah.
To do this like a little section of thing. Me and Justin right now, we're telling you. Justin, you agree?
Let's do it. Yep.
We will make a song that is better and half the price. Hallmark, hire us. That's all.
Even
Yes.
quarter the price. Well, half the price.
Yeah. 'cause
Start
we
at half.
We'll start a
split
half.
it.
We'll negotiate later.
Negotiate.
But like,
All right.
Justin, shut up.
You
Dude.
do the talking. I'll just.
All right.
I'll
He's
stay over
new
here.
to the
I'll do the
business.
business. I'll do the business part of it.
Okay, so you think the movie ends there, but no. Jack overhears Stuart talking about Rachel doing charity, and like he's like, "Oh, she's all about herself," and he gets all mad.
Yeah.
And
What?
yeah, this is the twist within the twist within
Okay.
the twist.
Because he
I-
got video of Rachel at the community center while the kids were singing.
Yeah,
And
so now it's like a whole thing. It's like she did all the charity to self promote her book. And he's like, "How could you do that?"
He once again jumps to conclusions and just gets mad and leaves.
These dudes in these like,
Yeah.
and all of them, man. They like hear one.
Right.
They don't even let anything finish.
No.
Nope. He just walked in, dropped the candy canes on the couch next to her, and got his coat and left.
And she's like, "What the fuck, man?"
Dudes are so emotional.
Yeah, she's like, we were cool. Your mom, that whole thing just happened. Like, I facilitated that with my photo in my book. Like,
Member?
do I get
Member?
any credit for that? No. So then they reverse the trope in this one, and he overhears Rachel and Stuart talking, and she's like, "What did you do? What did you say to him? Like, fuck you." And Stuart's like, "I was just trying to sell books," and she's like, "Well, I'm just trying to be a good person." Okay.
Oh, and he overhears that.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least that.
With the technical things, because he's with
Yes.
he's with
He's in the sound booth.
the sound booth with our burrito friend.
Oh, burrito guy.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, you shouldn't be listening to that feed." And Jack's like, "Well, just let it go. Just let me listen." And so she tells off her boss. She's like, "You're fired. Like, get out of here." And then she goes on stage and gives like a rousing speech about something I don't know.
We had to have gotten the abridged version
Yeah,
because she
It was
talked.
edited. They were like, "We got to cut this down." I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
She
No
talked
clue.
for a minute, and everybody was like clapping and
Like
shouting.
amazed.
It
at
was
what she just said in a
very
minute.
incidental to the plot. Like, did not.
Uh-huh.
It was like the big event that we were like working towards the whole movie, but it did not matter at all.
No.
So
That's too bad.
Yeah, I
they
know.
should have just like simply like bend into the speech.
well, in the end of the speech, she like offers to donate money to the charity to save the charity, which she offered at the beginning of the movie. Remember? So I was like, the fuck is this? So they're all like, good job donating the money. But how did you ever think of that? And then Jack apologizes to Rachel. She accepts. And she's like, after all, the Christmas spirit is about forgiveness.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's not what the Christmas spirit is about.
And then they kiss, I guess?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
they
they
finally
kiss?
do.
They do.
Yes.
Because they're no longer co-workers.
Right.
Because the event is over.
Oh, right. Yes.
All
Okay.
right. So, guys, on the podcast, we rate things on a pour it up if we love it, or a put a cork in it if we would not recommend. Rebekah, we'll start with you. What do you think?
Oh, I thought about this. I slept on it. Because at first I was like, I'd pour it up. Because it was the first one that I watched entirely. But the more I think about it, there are so much better options for your first Hallmark movie. Or like if you're going to watch any of them.
Right.
Don't watch this one. I'm going to put a cork in it.
Great. Justin, what do you think?
I'm going to go against my wife on this one. I'm going to say pour it up.
Oh, okay.
Pour it up.
I enjoyed it. If you're into Christmas like I am, you like the whole sappy, sentimental stuff, it's got it.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it, so
Okay.
pour it up.
Wonderful. I did not bring this up in our talk about it. But, guys, children singing,
Not good.
too scary.
It was horrible.
They were
No,
also
it's horrifying.
This had a lot of children singing, and they were very scary. So I'm gonna put a cork in it because I don't want that. I want my not lip syncing carolers. I want adult carolers who lips don't mouth, like don't sync up to
don't
their.
sing up to the thing.
And
Yeah.
Fair. That's
It
fair.
was the one girl in the middle who just like cold stared ahead the whole time while she was singing.
Where they're just
Silent
like,
Night.
Yes.
It was so scary.
Yeah, the
And
kids were not
and the harmonies were like, yes,
Yep.
yeah. It was like a Halloween, but at Christmas. So I'm putting a cork in it mostly for that.
okay.
Drew, what
I'm
do you
gonna
think?
blind. Man,
It's tough.
I don't know. It's tough from what you guys explained because there was so many things. I was like, what? Oh, huh? But I'm gonna blind pour it up,
nice.
and I'm gonna blind pour it up because just like because of the music aspect, even if it wasn't good, like
Yeah.
of course it's not gonna be good. But I'm gonna pour it up because it got a little more intricate. Rather than they delved into it, Hallmark delving into like adoption and shit.
Right.
That's like different for them. I like it when Hallmark goes like, hey, let's embrace technology.
Sure.
Let's embrace the new world. You're not gonna scare anybody. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
We're gonna be fine. So I think that's why. Even though the song thing.
Hey, and someone got paid to write that song, so pour it up for that, I guess.
Good job, whoever wrote that song.
They can pour it up.
Christmas time, I remember. So that wraps up our joyous Christmas conversation. But before we go, we have our favorite segment of this weekend every week here for you. And it is called What You Say, Candace Cameron Bure. Yes, that is right. What You Say, Candace Cameron Bure. Candace Cameron Bure was very active on the Instagram, which we've already established this weekend because her movie came out this week. But on her way to her premiere, here's the deal. I'll give you a little preface about this clip I'm going to play.
Yeah.
She had a viewing party at her house, I guess, or she has to live tweet her movie, right? But before she does that, she has to go pick up her husband from the airport. So she had a great day, as we established in a previous episode. She had a great day, like, I'm so excited for my movie. I'm Candace Cameron Bure. I'm so happy. Then she decides to Insta rant about the airport. So I'll play the clip and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, it is.
There we go.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I just selected everything. Let me just do that. I only want
She-
three.
Yeah.
She's a complainer. If we didn't know already. But yeah, if you follow her on Instagram, please don't.
Do not.
I actually unfollowed her today
Good.
per the podcast recommendation.
Yes.
Well,
Good.
great. Then you will be appreciative of this because here we go.
You didn't have to
Oh,
see
dear
this.
Lord.
So here she is.
Don't go to the airport the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
It's ridiculous. I'm on my way to pick up Lev, and it's going to take me an hour just to get in. Like, not moving. It's like the airport's closed. It's like they're not even letting anyone in, or like a car at a time.
Uh-oh.
This is crazy. I hope I make it home in time to watch Switch for Christmas. Legit. Everyone's coming over, and like, I don't even know if I'm going to be home in 2 hours. And I went to Trader Joe's, and I have frozen food in the back, and that's going to be melted. No ice cream dessert for us.
So she's like literally
Fuck her.
freaking out about it. Like, your husband can't take a ride share?
What the why is she picking up her fucking husband?
Exactly. Like, no.
Fuck her. Fuck her. I'm
And-
so glad you're doing this public service for us.
It's
where
crazy.
No one has to see this but you.
Well-
and everyone who listens.
And everyone who listens. But like, what I'm saying is like, it's so crazy to think about. Like, okay, LAX is one of the busiest airports in America. Of course, it's going to be crazy the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Like, if you have to live tweet your movie or whatever the fuck you're doing, don't go
You
to
know
the
what?
airport.
And I don't even
send
think-
a driver.
I'm gonna call bullshitsies on her. She's not at the airport.
You think she's not at the airport?
I think she was just like. I think she's just trying to. There's no fucking way she's gonna tell her husband. Like if her husband was like, honey, can you come pick me up from the airport? She's gonna be like, go fuck yourself and
I
get a
would.
fucking lift and shut up. And I'm not gonna do. I am a star.
Right.
Now. I am a Hallmark star.
Well, she has 300
You son of a
million
bitch.
followers or whatever. 3 million
She's
followers.
not gonna go herself and fucking no. Fuck that. That's bullshit. I'm calling Cameron.
Drew,
Cameron.
her ice cream is
Candace-
melting in the back. They don't get
Candace?
no ice cream.
Candace, I'm calling bullshits on you.
They don't get no
Come at
ice
me.
cream.
Come at me.
But yeah, so she just went on a little airport rant. But word to the wise: do not pick people up at the airport during the holidays.
Right.
Just make them get a cab
Oh,
or
I
an
thought you were
Uber
gonna say
or
don't
a
follow
Lyft or
her.
whatever.
Don't
And don't
Don't do
follow her.
that.
Mostly
Don't follow her
don't.
because I'm following her for you.
He's doing it.
Yes. So that wraps up our conversation today
Mm-hmm.
on A Joyous Christmas. Where can we find you on social media, Justin?
I'm on Instagram at jwheeler_music. My band is Chelusier on all the things, most of the things. CHELUSIER. And yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Bandcamp.
Cool.
That's where we're at.
Rebekah?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Freezer, FRESER_.
Cool.
Nice.
Andrew?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. Excuse me.
Drew.
I just burped.
Stop burping.
Twitter and Instagram on Drew, but with pants.
Thank you guys for being here. And thank you guys, you listeners, for being here as well, and listening to Lifetime Uncorked. We watch these movies so you don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me on social media at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime Uncorked. And be sure to check out lifetimeuncorked.com, where Rebekah and I are doing a lot of work on the blog post, or drunk dial us at 872-267-4117 and share your thoughts on a movie we've covered or a movie that you'd want us to cover. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. And thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.